Now available for the first time in paperback. Stop Simping in the Workplace. Men, learn what you need to know in order to protect your job from workplace predators with Stop Simping in the Workplace. Available in paperback at online booksellers everywhere.
Okay, I'm back out here as part of my recovery, and I'm making another video. Now, I know there was some dumb person in the comment section who got upset because they couldn't see my face in these type of videos, but if you can't understand that I just got a heart attack, I'm trying to recover from a heart attack, then I don't know what to say to you. I mean, this person they got on my nerves with the way they just dropped that stupid comment. But I'm here to make another video in the outdoors, and this time I'm making a commentary about whenever you go to work and you're a black person and there are other black people working there, they gotta get extra. Now, what do I mean by these black folks at the job getting extra when you are working there? I mean, whenever you come into the workplace and there's another black person working there and they see another black person coming into the job, a lot of these black folks like to get extra. And by extra, I mean they want to go out here and start showing out and start acting out and trying to flex like they are trying to say that they're going to be doing something. I mean, this is something I ran into when I first tried to enter the job market after I graduated college in 1994. I remember my brother referred me to this messenger place, and I was just looking to try to get this job to get my start. And when I went there, this guy just started to get extra, started showing out. I mean, just acting real crazy and acting real wild. And I'm just here just trying to get an application, trying to get a job. And this guy, he wants to just go out here and just show out and act a fool. And after I filled out the application and he begrudgingly gave me the job, what dude did was go out here and he called my mother in an effort to humiliate and embarrass me, and tried to make it look like I was a stupid person or I was a retard, and even called me retarded. And again, this was a textbook case of a guy acting extra, and he was acting extra because he saw another black person coming into his workspace, another black person who was polished and well put together, and because he felt uncomfortable at the sight of another black person who was put together and had their stuff together, what this dude wanted to do was try to show out in an effort to try to intimidate me. And that's what a lot of black folks do when they see another black person on the job. They want to go out here and get extra and start showing out in an effort to try to intimidate that other black person and let them know who's going to be the H-Nice or the head N-word in charge. And what they want to do is try to make it look like they have some sort of power or some sort of flex because they were there before you. And it really is not necessary because, as I see it, if I saw another brother on the job, I don't see that person as a threat. But these people, they see another black person as a threat, especially these old black folks. They'd be seeing another black person on the job as a threat. But I just look at it, and it's very sad to me that you got folks like this in the black community. I mean, you don't really see this with Hispanics. You don't see this with Asians. And you don't even see it with white people because they say, okay, when there's more of us, there's more of us to have power. But when you have black folks, we're always looking to be in that H-nice spot and always looking to try to intimidate someone in some cases, always looking to try to flex and trying to show out. And that all it does is not really help you out, because instead of you trying to build out people on the job who can look out for you or you look out for them, what happens is you're making people into enemies and you're working against yourself, and you're also working against the whole collective of brothers and sisters on the job. That's what happens when you go out here and have a guy or a girl who's acting extra. When they see another black person, they don't understand that it's very hard to get one of these jobs, especially if you're a heterosexual black man. When you're a heterosexual black man, it is very hard to get one of these jobs. And what you're doing is making it harder for other brothers to get on the job by acting out and acting crazy. And again, I think part of it is that some of these guys who act out extra and act crazy, really what it is that they're scared of having to deal with actual competition. And because they're scared, what happens is they start to get angry in some cases that they have to actually compete with another black person in their mind. Now, again, when I go to these jobs, I'm not looking to compete against another person in the way of just trying to be in a rivalry. No, I'm just looking to get out here and do my best, because that's what competition really is all about. You bringing your best to the table, I'm bringing my best to the table, and we're gonna see how things go. But these people, again, they're so caught up in being in their comfortable spot, they start to get really intimidated when they see another black person. And again, their whole thing is to get that other black person out of that spot, get that other black person out of the way, because they, again, don't want to go out here and deal with anybody who they believe will compete, especially for the favor of white bosses or the favor of white people. That's another thing that I've seen in my short time in the workplace. A lot of black folks, whenever they see that a black person can be out here and has potential, they don't want to see another black person be in that place, because again, they don't want anybody to think that they're not special. That's what I also ran into when I was working at Strive in the year 2000 with two of these guys. One of them was a social service director who had a master's degree in social work, and the other one, again, was the Ivy League bootlick I talked about in a previous video about how bootlicks always wind up being set up for failure. I mean, these guys, they get intimidated, and again, they want to, again, flex and again go out here and try to make themselves look bigger. And again, this is something that they do because they get, again, intimidated by another black man. They get intimidated especially by another black man who doesn't come from one of their social circles, like in the black elite, such as the Jack and Jills or the AKAs or the Alpha Phi Alphas. I mean, these guys get really intimidated, and they start getting extra and start showing out. Now, some of them are a bit more subtle about the way that they act extra. Some of them are like in the case of the guy, the Ivy League guy. I mean, he hid his anger and stuff towards me, even though I was doing a great job at AmeriCorps Vista. But the guy with the social service guy, I mean, he just openly expressed his contempt because, again, he thought he was special. He thought he was something. And again, this is what happens in the case of these black guys who, again, or these black girls, because I've even run into black women like this. And again, they start acting extra. They start acting out because they don't like having to deal with another black person. Now, a white person could enter that space, a Hispanic person could enter that space, an Asian person could enter that space. They won't have a problem with them. But when it comes down to that black person entering that space with them, that's where these people start to really get nasty, and they start to get personal, and they look for ways to try to, again, make things for the other black person miserable at the job. And that's something I've noticed over the course of the jobs that I've had outside of one. And it's really sad because, you know, you would think if black people were in a job, they would be looking to work together. But I guess this is something that really, again, comes from slavery, because a lot of what happened with the slaves is you had slaves jockeying for the favor of the white slave master. You had them bootlicking and buck dancing for the slave master. And as they bootlicked and buck danced, they got into rivalries with each other. And as they got into rivalries with each other, it became a case of divide and conquer for those slave masters. And sadly, that's what happens at many of these jobs these days. I mean, especially with the old black folks. I mean, they just get out here, and when they see another black person, and even especially a young black person, start acting out, start getting crazy, start getting stupid. And as they start to get stupid again, it freaks you out. And again, what they want to do is, again, I think it's part an intimidation tactic, and it's also part of a flex to show the power that they have from being, as they see it, on the job for so long. But what they don't understand is, like Professor Black Truth has said in many videos, bootlick is a job without a retirement plan. And when it comes to black people on the job, you can go out here and be the good guy, but they won't really
come for work. It's good. Work can keep you healthy. 80,000 is.
But they won't really care at all. So when it comes down to things, I mean, this is what happens on the job. And again, I would look at it and go, why is this guy acting out like this? I mean, before I mean, with other people, he's not getting this wild or getting all up, raising his voice and getting all talking about details. And I mean, you do it with the other black person, and again, you won't do it like with other people. No, these people will fold like origami when it comes down to other races, but when it comes down to the other black person on the job, they gotta show out. They gotta call themselves flexing. And again, it's something I've seen on jobs for many years, and it's just one of those things that really saddens me, because again, we should be working together as a people. We should be working together and working together to help each other out. But sadly, when it comes down to black people when we're on the job, we tend to work more against ourselves than work towards building up ourselves on the job as a collective. Now, if you want to pick up some of my books on the SJS Direct imprint, you can find many of those books on Amazon.com in paperback, and you can also find them on Kindle format. You can also find them in digital format at other online booksellers like Drafted Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you want to help support the channel, you can pick up some of my you can put some of the donations in at Patreon, PayPal, or Cash App by clicking the link in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and Kindle, Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Learn how to avoid predatory females like Instagram models and e-girls in their virtual con games with Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Get your copy of Stop Simping in Cyberspace in paperback and Kindle today. Support black-owned and black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.